Hello children, it's Mr. Harris here bringing you Friday the 15th of May's literacy lesson. If you've been following this week, you'll know that it's my third time in a row where I'm wearing my bike kit, just showing you that I'm finishing my exercise before I'm doing the work with you lot. Yesterday we looked at analysing and evaluating your own work and maybe magpieing, and we came up with the title or the place, the combination, the island of curses. Okay, so you've got my place, the island, and the noun curses, the island of curses. Today we're going to create a really simple combination poem. And I think to start with, what's important to do is to try and get some ideas down. And I thought it would be fun if your first activity was to try and just do a really simple drawing of your place. So I'm going to attempt to draw, and I say attempt because it's not my biggest skill, a desert island. Okay, I'm going to do a super simple one. So, go to the country. So this is the trunk of the country. So just draw some lines across there, you get that. What do you find on this is the country? So we draw a couple of coconuts here. One behind it there. Next part, we take the green line, we're going to have the actual leaves of this. Use the style they have. So here's my next part. So I'll go this. It's a bit of a good one. I'm going to have 4 parts of this. And then both have something similar, or what you showed yesterday. Remembering, that doesn't have to be perfect. It's just about having a go. Try and do 4 steps. The second one, back there, I'm going to come down here. And of course you can have a line pictures that I talked about there. Can have a line up here now. Okay, I'm taking that in the country. What I'm going to do is put in the sea. So I'm just going to have a background here. This is actually also, I need my beach card. Of course you don't have in a pen, I don't think it's going to actually show up in the video, so I'm doing it. Maybe that's a suggestion of time today. So here's my sand. Okay, but it's a small island. Very small, I just extend my country there. I'm just going to see background. And around it will be. Those are really isolated islands. There's nothing else around. Just want to show there are some waves coming around that. Okay, so given the island, this time is likely to be a submarine island as well. Okay, now what useful to do, and later I'm going to fit around and use this for my poem. So like this, bring this to the sun. Here we have trees, you have a beach, you also have the sea. So now I've got some items I would use as my starting nouns, places like the last week. Next one, a theme around my poem. This is the island of curses. It's not actually positive thing. I think around some trapped on it, and they're on their own. So I think some words that are linked to loneliness or being alone. So, you ready to pause the video? Try to think some of your words around that. Rather than share some I have to talk about my alone. We also got now loneliness. We've got isolation. So now to show something on their own, being on their own. Emptiness. So in those beautiful places, nobody else there, there's nothingness. If you look out to the sea, you'll see the vast emptiness straight in front of you. Unknown. Next thing, I want a theme around my poem. This is the island of curses. It's not actually a positive thing. I'm thinking around the idea that someone's got trapped on there and they are on their own. So I need to think of some words that are linked to loneliness or being alone. So, be great if you could pause the video, try and think of some of your own words around that. But I'm now going to share some that I had thought up in my own mind. So, alone. We've obviously got the noun loneliness. We've got isolation. It's the noun to show someone is on their own or being on their own. Emptiness. So, even though you might be in this beautiful place, there's nobody else there. There's a lot of nothingness. If you look out to the sea, you'll see just a vast emptiness spreading in front of you. Unknown. If you're not with anyone else, I'd also think maybe separation. Be careful with that spelling, children. Separation is very commonly misspelled. Separate has a rat in it. The other thing I want to think about is kind of the struggle that the person is having on this island. So I'm going to put maybe pain in there as another theme of this poem. I suppose if you're on an island, it's hot, you haven't got everything you need, you might be in discomfort. Not comfortable. We might have torment, okay? It's like you're struggling against something. So, tormented by something, or therefore the noun is torment. Or you get more serious, we could say, similarly to this word, torture. Being alone on that island could be a torture. trying to think of a stronger word for pain. If you're in really intense pain, what would that be? I'm thinking like maybe you'd be in agony. Is there anything else we've got? Torment, torture, maybe suffering. Although that in itself is not an abstract noun, because you would describe someone as suffering. Okay, now we've got the setup here. I've got my diagram, I've got some words I'm going to use, and now I'm going to attempt to write my poem. So, I'm going to start with that first line, the island of curses. Then I'm going to use the sun for my second line. Now, often we think of the sun as this positive thing. Yeah, the weather's great, it's sunny. But actually here, it's going to be a sun of more of pain, of suffering, because it's going to be so hot and they don't have the protection that they need. So I'm going to say the sun of torture. Gives a very different perspective on this poem. I want some repetition in my poem. So each odd line, so 1, 3, 5, 7, is going to start with the island. So my next one is going to be the island. And I'm going to use my theme of this, of being alone. So I'm going to call it the island of isolation. Okay, so we've got the island of curses, the sun of torture, the island of isolation. Now looking at the trees. Again, I want to go along that theme of pain and discomfort. There's some coconuts here. Maybe it's difficult for the person on that island to actually get to the coconuts. So I'm going to call that torment. Like they're teasing him, there's food there but they can't get them. So, the trees of torment. Next line is going to be 1, 3, 5. I want that to start with the island. And I'm going to go back to my list of words from here. I've used the island of isolation. What else could I have there? The island of emptiness, I think. Okay, the island of emptiness. Going on to my sixth line, what else do I need to use? I think the sea of unknown would be a good one, okay? Because we've got our place here. If you look out to the sea, what's inside that sea? These oceans go incredibly deep. People often say we know more about space than we know the depths of the oceans. So, the sea of unknown. Got my next line is going to be island. It's getting to the end of this poem now, and this person's still suffering, they're realising they're alone. And I was thinking about hope, they might have some hope, but at this stage, I'm going to go for the opposite of that, the island of hopelessness. Okay, so there's no hope there. And I want to round this off now. I'm going to say this is where you're staying, like it's your home, like you're trapped there forever. Can you think of another word for that term, forever? Going on forever and ever. Your home for, I'm thinking of that word, eternity. So, I'm going to read out my poem to you now. Simple poem, just using those places and those abstract nouns, giving it a theme that someone's trapped on this island of curses. So, the island of curses, the sun of torture, the island of isolation, the trees of torment, the island of emptiness, the sea of unknown, the island of hopelessness, your home for eternity. Missed out the off there, I'm going to add that in, that's fine to do, we're editing our own work. Children, you've got a chance to create your own poem now. I'd love to see a diagram as well, which you could send to the year group email. Get some ideas out, places, abstract nouns that you used yesterday, and then create your own poem. There'll also be a to-do on Purple Mash. Okay, I'm out. See you later.